Hey everyone, this is a wedding video of a wedding that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I just wanted to show you real quick some video that I took of my setup and what this place looked like. If you have any questions about my equipment and what stuff looks like, what my desk looks like, what I use for equipment. And for whatever reason I decided to hold my phone in vertical mode, so excuse all of the video for this entire wedding, for this entire YouTube clip. It's all going to be in vertical. Sorry about that. I'll try to do better next time. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're at Moody Mountain Farm in Wolfboro. I've been here a couple times before. It's really cute. Tent out back there, and that's where I set up my DJ stuff. And we'll go take a look around. They're having their ceremony down here on the hill. And then as we walk inside the barn. Yeah, so this is a pretty cool setup back here. Really big dance floor. And I'm almost finished setting up, so I'll give you a little tour of my equipment. Alright, hey everyone. I'm going to finish showing you my setup for this wedding at Moody Mountain Farm. I set up some uplights. We're dealing with a tent structure here, so you kind of really never know what you're going to deal with until you show up. And I have a couple here on this side, a couple here on this side. And then I put 4 in front of my DJ equipment. See what it looks like as the night goes on. I can move them around if I want to. They're wireless and battery powered, but they really do add a nice effect to my dance show. I can put them to the music, I can strobe them, I can turn them off, I can just put them on a solid color. And this is the rest of my system. I have 2 light trees, LEDs, on either side of my speakers. And those are great. They allow me to turn them, again, have them totally off, have them full on, make them fade slowly for slow songs, and make them go to the music. My speakers. And the table setup. I like a really clean table setup. I don't like a lot of stuff on my table cluttering it up and looking not that great. This lighting controller right here, this is what does my uplights. I change colors, turn them off, whatnot. This is my other lighting controller. And then I'm running Virtual DJ is my program, so I have 4 different decks that I can choose from, and I have their intro song already lined up, their first dance song lined up, and a bunch of their music that they requested for dinner time. And then I have a great Denon mixer right here. Allows me to have 4 channels hooking up with Virtual DJ. 2 microphone inputs up here, which is great. One of them is wireless, one of them is just a regular handheld. And power conditioner and my wireless microphone. So as you can see, I like to have everything back here. No one can see all this junk. No one can see all these cables back here. Nice and clean. I can go to the extent of cable tying all of my cables so that they're nice and tight. These are little things that you don't think about, but they do make a difference, because if you step back and look at it again, it's really nice and clean. You don't see any cables. The only ones you see are going from the light tree being plugged in. Alright, this first song that I was able to get my iPhone up, the dance floor was pretty packed all night long. We had a lot of young people, so I geared it a lot more towards younger person music, I guess. So we did some throwback stuff from the 90s, and I wanted to show you real quickly, this is a good shot of my lights and shining up on the tent. So there's a really good vibe in the room right now. Okay, then we go into this Taylor Swift song that's pretty popular right now. It's kind of a funny song because the beats per minute is actually pretty high. It's a lot higher than most songs, so to dance to it, usually people have to do kind of this like 80s dance where they kick their feet out. But it's a funny song because guys will dance to it as well. So I find this is one of those songs that not only will a younger guy or a younger girl like in their 30s dance to it, but older people dance to it as well. It's just like a good feeling song. So took some quick video of this. And then the next one is a good example of when a client gives me a song list and they say, you know, at some point, can you please play a polka, which is what they did. We have a lot of people from Wisconsin and they're big into polkas there, or this particular family is. So it's my job to know when to play that. In this case, we started out dancing so strong that we were going pretty full tilt for about an hour or so. Let's say we had 2.5 hours. And about an hour point, I figured there was like a transition period where maybe things were slowing down, or maybe we did the bouquet toss or something like that. That's a great time to throw in a family song. So I would consider this like a family song because it's going to get everybody together and they're all going to get to the center of the dance floor and stuff like that. So check out this polka. Yeah, so that was a great example of, you know, as a DJ, having the songs in front of you, whether a client gave them to you or whether, you know, you're just thinking of them in your head. It's one thing to know what songs to play. It's another thing to know when to play them. And when it comes to like a family song like that polka, you really have to choose the right time that you're going to have everybody on the dance floor and you're just going to get the maximum out of that song. And in this case, it worked really well. This next song is something that I don't usually am able to get into that much at weddings. It depends on the age group. This wedding particularly had probably about 80 to 100 25 to 35-year-olds. So I decided to go a little bit more modern with it and see how that went. And so I guess this would be sort of categorized as a dance or a club song if you were looking at it in iTunes. And as you can see with the lighting, I took the lighting down to a much more subtle level, and it was a lot darker in there to sort of represent this song. So check this one out. Okay, and then we were sort of winding the night down, and I decided to step out of the tent and sort of see what the tent looked like from the outside. It's really cool to see all the lights from the outside of the tent. And yeah, so this was a great wedding. Actually, one of my probably top 10 weddings I've ever done. The dance floor was jammed all night long. There was probably 100 people on it all night, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, thanks for watching.